15. Let me make sure. Okay, you're
Ready
ready.
to go. Okay, it's 6:30 p.m. and this is the City of Sandy Oaks Park Advisory Committee meeting. Notice is hereby given that a meeting of the Sandy Oaks Park Advisory Committee will be held on Tuesday, May 5th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. by telephonic video conferencing for the purpose of considering the following agenda items. All agenda items are subject to action. So I'm going to call it to order, and I'm going to get a quorum call. Mayor Ball,
Here.
John Crickmeyer,
Here.
Charles Fillinger,
Here.
Gloria Sarmiento, I guess she's absent. Ruth Carvajal, she's absent. And myself, I'm here, Tom Rapino. So I think we have a quorum.
And Jennifer?
I'm here.
Hello?
Hey, Tom, I'm here too.
Who? Gloria?
No, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, I knew you were here. I see your name on the screen.
But you didn't call her name.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
No.
All right, my memory is flagging. Yeah. Okay, Jennifer, you're here. So we have a quorum. Do we have any citizens to be heard?
I was not provided that information, and so I'm going to say no.
Okay, so agenda item 3, discuss and possible action on the status of the painting of the playground equipment. I talked to the painter the other day, and he told me he would start again on May 18th. So I'm looking forward to having that done and getting completed.
And
I'll move on to,
well, wait.
yes,
Tom,
go ahead.
before you move on, Mark and Chris, I think Mark took all the paint that was left down there and he's put it away. So
Yes,
the painter will need
I
to
know that.
connect with him.
Yeah, I made the painter aware of that. I was aware that Chris had done that, and I let the painter know that he left his extension cord too, so that he'd have to check with Chris
Okay.
to get that set up again. And I'll remind him again when I talk to him right before he comes back out again.
Okay.
Okay, so agenda item number 4, discuss and possible action on quote to paint teeter-totter and swing set. I also discussed that with the painter, and he said he would provide a quote, but he gave me a verbal quote of $200. Do
For all
we
of it?
want to move forward? The teeter-totter and the swing set.
Wow.
I'm for it.
For $200, that's a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So I'm going to hold them to that, or try to anyhow.
It looks
But
like
I definitely made him aware of it. So I'm going to call him again tomorrow and ask him to send a, a written quote with all the,
and a scope. Do a scope of work as well, so we know exactly what he's planning to do.
scope of work. Yes, okay. Yeah, like he did last time. So I will call him tomorrow and ask them for the quote in writing so that I could then, I guess I'd have to bring it back to the next meeting.
Submit it to
Because
council.
I think if the group here agrees that that's something that we want to do and the price that he's provided, then you could just take it to the council as a recommendation and then have all the final paperwork at that time.
Okay, well, it's kind of late to get the council meets Thursday, right? Or am I?
No, next week, remember?
Oh, okay. Well, then good. I will do that. I will bring it before the council for $200, but I'm confirmed that I get the written quote before I do that.
So
But we'll have plenty of time.
yeah, one thing we might want to consider
Okay,
is that the committee here, we follow the procedures, a recommendation, a second, and a motion.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
right.
is
I was going to
Charles.
do that.
I'd like to make a motion. Okay, sir.
I'll second it.
Okay. We have a motion from Charles Fillinger and a second by,
Let me,
Wait a minute, I didn't hear Charles' motion.
okay,
okay, Charles, I was gonna add it in, but go ahead.
I make the motion that we bring to council the painting, the swing set and the teeter totter for an amount not to exceed $300.
John, are you seconding that now?
I muted him. Hold on, now I gotta unmute him. Okay, John, go ahead.
I'll second that.
Okay,
You're pretty
All in
quick on
favor?
that button, Mayor Ball.
Hold on. Say what?
You're pretty quick on that button.
So now you need a vote.
yes, I was going to ask for all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, Charles.
Aye.
Aye.
All-
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed?
No.
The motion carries
Perfect.
unanimously.
There you go.
Okay. So we will go to discuss and/or possible action on the status of the bio waste station procurement. And Charles, you wanted that put on, didn't you?
Yes, sir. We had talked about it previously at the meeting in the park. And we looked at some pictures of a professionally made finished waste station. I've looked around the internet, and what I would recommend is an outfit called Pets Waste Eliminator. They have a professionally made stand with the sign and the waste dispenser and a 10-gallon trash can. There's, well, let me read you the product details. And I'm sorry I didn't get this disseminated.
Charles, I was gonna say, if you're on your computer and you need to share it, I can give you the share.
Say that
I
again?
don't have it up on my computer right now.
Oh, okay.
How about we withdraw this and let me send pictures out to everybody?
Well,
We'll take it
what's
up
the
again in
website?
2 weeks.
What's the website?
Okay, I've lost, hold on just a minute. Okay, what I'd recommend is that we go with a standard pet waste bundle, which is 2 individual waste stations, 2,400 pet waste bags, 2 locking metal dispenser boxes for the bags. It adds the waste signs, 2 10-gallon steel trash receptacles, signpost mounting hardware, everything you need to professionally. Oh, there it is.
I see it.
There we go. Actually, it's the standard pet waste bundle on the right-hand side. It's priced at $469. Shipping, as best I remember, is like 36 bucks. I'd recommend we buy this bundle and not to exceed $550. It sets us up with professionally made, a complete setup where we don't have to try to find parts and pieces and everything else. So I'm making a motion that we purchase this standard pet waste bundle.
And is it this particular item, this SKU number here of EKE 10?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
With the 2 stations, or for 400 or 469 and 36, is it both or is it each?
No, that's for the entire bundle. 2 waste stations and all the supplies to put it together, other than dig a hole and mount it in concrete.
So here's under the product details is everything that you would get.
Right.
There you go.
Do we have any discussion on this?
I'm taking it you didn't like our little project of our freebie bottles and bags.
Well, again, when we do that, then we have to buy the waste receptacles and
Right.
trash bags and everything, and we have to come up with a sign to put over "This is your waste" thing. And yeah, I'm thinking about we put one at the entry to the park, to the walking trail, and one where the walking trail comes back across the street.
And do you know the trash cans, do they secure to the T-post?
Yeah, it shows them mounted on the T-post. We may have to buy a chain or something. They don't describe that as being locking.
Okay.
We may have to modify it into a locking assembly, because otherwise it'll be in
Legs.
somebody's yard. Yeah.
And this is definitely cheaper than the other solution that we looked at, which it was a single unit, and it was like $400. And I don't recall it coming with the bag.
We had actually looked at one that was about $179. But it didn't come with bags or any of the other things.
Okay.
So, any further discussion on this? If there's no further discussion, I need a motion.
I made the motion, sir, that we recommend council purchase this not to exceed $550, because I don't remember the shipping price.
Okay, we have a motion from Charles Fillinger to purchase this special for $469. But let's make it. We probably need to make it. What you say, 600, Charles?
I said 550. I think that'll cover it.
Okay, all right. For $550. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No one's opposed, so the motion passes unanimously. And I will, again, bring it to City Council at the next meeting next week. Okay. And the only reason I will move on to the next agenda item, and the only reason I brought it up is I thought we might want to discuss it, and that is discuss and possible action on the vandalism of the walking trail. I'm not sure what we could do about it.
Well,
But
Here, let me give you an update on that. You know, I sent that email
okay,
and I included
yeah,
the marshal and the deputy. And of course, you know, Marshal Lopez is right on it. The next day, he happened to see the guy and stopped and talked to him and, you know, said, I'm not saying it's you. I'm just saying, you know, there were some complaints and motorized vehicles are not allowed in there. And to my knowledge, he has not returned. So the marshal knows who he is. He knows his name. He knows where he lives. And to my knowledge, that motorcycle has not been back in there. What I think may be helpful is that we get additional signs made. Just like the one when you first come in the park, right there in that little center island, it kind of gives the rules, no livestock, no motorized vehicles, no whatever, that perhaps we order some additional signs to place along the trail or in other locations in the park.
I'm for that.
And Chris
yeah,
did
I am too.
take pictures. I don't recall, he may have sent them on my phone. Hold on a minute, let me check. The damage was not that bad. Continuing, if that had continued, yes. They did get off the trail and into over in the green area and did some damage over there.
Some beautiful flowers that I saw the other day.
He might have sent, I don't recall. I think he sent it to my personal phone. But anyway, I have pictures that I can share if anybody's interested, but the damage really it was not that bad.
So we don't have to do anything to repair it.
No, I think we're okay. I think with the tractor that we have, that the guys can smooth out, you know, what was done.
Okay, great.
While we're here, just
So,
let me check something real quick and see see if he sent me pictures or not. Yep, here we go. That's the email that I sent. No, no pictures in here. I thought maybe
okay.
you sent me the pictures. Okay. All right, let me figure out how to do
Okay,
this.
hopefully we won't have any more trouble along
but
those lines.
If
Yes,
you
Charles?
if you want to consider some signs now, maybe.
Yeah, I think we ought to stick with the, you know, no motorized vehicles, but you might want to back that up with authorized vehicles only, because, you know, Public Works does need to drive back through there sometimes, and I don't want to hear about it, you know. Well, they do
Right.
it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Just saying.
well, like, so my thought was anywhere that they could potentially come in. So right there on Prelude Pass is one area. Over on Doe Run would be another
Yeah.
area. Certainly within the parking lot entering the trail would make sense to put one there. And then perhaps one more up there by the basketball court for that other side. So that's what, 4 additional signs?
Right.
Yeah.
And I I do not know what that one sign cost. I don't remember when that was even put up. So, what I would suggest here, Alderman Rapino, is perhaps to make a motion for you or someone you designate to get a quote for whatever signs are needed and then present it to council for consideration, if that's the way y'all want to proceed on this. Or you could perhaps bring
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was going to do, and I'll talk to Chris to find out where he got his quotes for the signs, and then once we get him, I'll make. I think. Do we want to bring it back before the Parks Committee? It'll depend on the price, or do you want me to just bring it to the council? So.
I think depending on, if somebody would like to make a motion that you be able to do that on behalf of the council for consideration. Oh,
Do I have a motion for that process?
Okay, I would make a motion that we approve Alderman Rapino to research the matter and use his best judgment to bring it forward to the council.
and I will second that.
Go ahead. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Did I hear an opposition vote?
I don't think so.
Okay, then the motion passes unanimously, and I will undertake that process. So we'll move on to the next. Go ahead.
I have something to add to that as far as the damage to the trail.
Okay, go ahead.
The distance markers, the 1/4 mile was pulled up, and I spoke to Chris. He has it. It needs to be put back in the ground with some concrete or something. There's the other one that goes with 3/8 and 1/8, which is closest to the end of the trail, but they turned it around, so it's backwards on distance. Clever guys, clever little vandals. But so I just want, and also there's an issue with when they mow next to the trail itself, whether or not these posts need to be moved further out into the weeds where it's not blocking the mower, or they need to be moved closer to the I'm going to say pavement, but that's not what it is, but you know what I mean, the
Right.
improved surface. Either we can just leave them where they're at and go around them, or whatever. Is there any input on either one of these two issues?
Well, I think that they
I
need
have
to
none.
be seated in concrete. It's unfortunate that somebody decided to pull them up. But as far as the other, they just have to weed eat around them. Have you seen all the rocks they placed along the trail? They got a lot of weed eating to do.
Okay. I'm in
Okay,
agreement.
so there's no action other than having maintenance take care of that.
Yeah, I
So,
told Chris how to do it.
Okay, I'll move on to number 7, discuss and possible action on quotes to procure and install water fountain.
And I can't seem to get the email open, so y'all just have to see it in preview.
I see it. You got it in preview, I guess.
Yeah.
And I got it on.
I wanted to
I
open.
have it on my other. There you go.
Those are pricey.
So we have that. Yeah, that one's pretty pricey. Filtered 8 gallon per hour. Is that what that says? Fountain with bottle filling station. That's, 1170 something.
So this one was non-filtered.
Mm-hmm.
And when
This
we
was
talk about
8.
the filter up here, how often does that have to be changed?
Doesn't say. I would imagine we'd want to change it pretty frequently to keep somebody from getting sick, or keeping the thing from breaking down.
And how much are the
Believe it or-
filters?
Right.
Doesn't have that on there.
Is there any reason that we couldn't get an unfiltered one? I mean, we drink out of the water hose,
Here's
or we used to.
here's the unfiltered station. So the price on it was $874,
74.
and this one was $1,008. But you're right. I don't know. Let me just see. No, I didn't want the picture. I wanted to actually go to Home Depot. See if we can go find out some of those answers real quick. And it's called a filtered water. Yes, that's it? No?
No, that's not it. No.
What's it called?
Water fountain
Fountain.
filters.
Filtered fountain with bottle filling station. Okay, let's go. Come on, stop.
Oh, there it says water filters.
I would go with unfiltered myself.
Yeah, I think
can't
so.
stand to
too.
drink out of the water hose.
Some of those filters are, it's like 35, 40 bucks for a refrigerator filter.
What was it I'm looking for? Fountain with bottle filling station. Fountain with bottle filling station. With
There's
what?
a bottle there.
Oh, sorry, I got COVID brain bad. Okay, it's LK. Let's just go there. Come on, work with me here. Well, somebody found it, but I don't. So let's look over here. It's not a sink. There it is.
Charles' water supply is potable water, so I think that's good enough myself.
Yeah, I agree. And
I do too.
is the, so it says removes contaminants and provides clean drinking water. And I want to get down here. Here we go. Okay, so it's touchless and it's sensor activated. LED filter status. So it's a 3,000 gallon filter, certified for lead, particulate, energy saving.
Says get everything you need. So I don't know if that's a.
Yeah, low energy LED light. Oh, wow. Well, we need an engineer, Charles. We need to worry about scale.
Okay. Here's my take on that. I've never had a water filter here at the house, and it has not killed me. People that want filtered water can bring their bottles of filtered water with them. I saw a blurb on the up at the top of this that said for indoor use, we might want to Go back up that page.
Design
Okay.
for indoor installation.
Yes,
Design for indoor
designed for
installation.
indoor installation.
Uh, Yeah, that kind of
Rolls that one out.
eliminates putting it on the, kind of eliminates putting it out where we were talking about putting it. But I looked at a whole bunch of water fountains, and almost all of them with a
Filter?
a bottle filling station. No, the ones with the bottle filling station and the drinking fountain are running between $850 to $1,200. I did not look at them enough to say, you know, indoor, outdoor, other than I looked at some that were advertised as for use in the park. Oh, that's a nice one, $3,033.
I like that. And that's non-filtered.
And non-filtered.
What they do,
Yeah,
drink for you?
I think we're gonna need a bigger budget for that one.
Yeah. Wish list.
Hey, there's one right there with
This one.
just the spigot. Yeah, right, $50.
Yeah. I
It works.
like that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you can spend several $1,000s on a water fountain, and you know, most of them you look at are refrigerated, and I don't think we really need it. You know,
No,
we
we don't need refrigeration.
if you get into that, then you're running electrical and everything else. So
Right.
you know that chrome-plated water bubbler will do everything I need if I'm thirsty.
That's what I'm thinking. My only concern with a water fountain is contamination. And I, you know, I hate to think like that, but you do kind of have to, because you don't know what people are capable of doing.
Yeah.
But I think in most any case, I mean, personally, I would never drink out of a water fountain that I didn't let run for just, you know, a few seconds or 10 or 15 seconds to clear whatever may be in there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And you know, water fountains are a big spreader of Legionnaire's disease. As a matter of fact, they have to be inspected every once in a while. Now, I don't know if that would pertain to one we installed, but I know we used to have to do it when I was at the hospital. We used to have to take all our water fountains and have them checked, and then the water had to be, you know, cultured and all that crap. So we may be getting into an area that
I think
we don't want to go.
Maybe we just need to forget
that's
that.
probably specific to the hospital. Yeah, I'm.
If people
You
are
know,
thirsty, they need to bring their
cannot
own water.
envision a way. I can't envision a way to install this and have it any kind of vandal proof. I have visions of the pipe being broke off and water shooting out across there for hours before it's noticed. That's just my take on it.
Yeah.
What about,
We've got, you
what if
know,
we do just a spigot? Just,
we've got a walking path that's half a mile long. So, you know, if you need water, please bring your water with you.
Well, and
That's
I
my
hear
take.
I hear somebody asking the question about what about just a spigot, and same situation where they could just leave it running. But to Tom's point about the contamination factor, did anyone reach out to Bear County Parks to find out how they address that? If there's any concerns, what their recommendations may be?
I have not.
I have not.
I don't, no.
No,
What do y'all think about this particular one right here? I mean, it's
What is it?
it's a bottle filler, glass or bottle filling
Oh,
faucet.
I see. Yeah.
So the spigot points down, and then it's just pressure. And, you know, I guess if somebody wanted to be really creative, they could figure out a way to make that thing stand wide open. But, you know, it's
Yeah.
up
Well, they could just break off that
for,
valve there and on the bottom
yeah.
that releases the water.
I think I feel
I
more
would say we give
comfortable
it,
having a conversation with Bear County or San Antonio Parks or another city parks. I know John has been out and visited several of the parks around, you know, just to find out how do they, you know, what were their considerations? What would they do different? What problems have they had with whatever they've had installed? You know, those kind of questions, just to kind of get a feel before we jump in with a big expense on this
Yeah.
one.
we need to do some further research.
I would tend to.
Okay. Okay, so we can hold off on that one until we get the research and then make the decision of whether we want to go with a water fountain or bottle filler at that time. And then if we do, we can take the appropriate action. So is there any more discussion on this that anyone wants to bring up? If not, I will adjourn the meeting at 7:07.
Okay, hold on, don't say anything until I can figure out how to do this.